All right. Okay. Hang on. So as the name of the stream implies, and as I've said in at the end of the last stream, this stream will be shorter than my usual streams. Doesn't mean it will necessarily be really. Oh, hang on. I don't know why Twitch decided to start something on my end. I mean, like, I don't know why it started a VOD from another channel on my end, but since I haven't left the I haven't left the sound, so it shouldn't have gone through. Um. So anyway, so I see it at the end of last stream, and it said in the title of this stream. Um. Today's stream will be shorter than usual, about 3 hours, 15 minutes probably, because I had something to do today. At the time where I usually stream, so I shouldn't have anything of the same sort bothering me in the future, like it was the last time I had to go do what I did. Um, I will probably have to change the schedule of some streams in the future still because of something else, but doesn't matter. We'll cross that bridge when we cross it. But like I have a few things scheduled in the future that might do something, and also I don't know, I might take up my mom on her offer of spending the weekend at her place because I kind of need some time to rest. Um, I don't know. I'd see because my medication has really fucked me up. Uh, like it's messing. It messes a lot with my sleep schedule. Like also, oh yeah, almost forget to tell. I hope there won't be, but there might be some network issues today because yesterday, I mean last night, technically it was like started around 1 a.m. I went to sleep around 2:30 a.m. because I waited for it to see if it would be fixed by then. But at about 1 a.m., basically the entire network of my city went down once again for the fifth time this year. Probably because it was raining a lot. Apparently, it seems to not like it, not like it much. Like the entire network, so landline, mobile, like the 5G tower was off. Um, there was 4G available, but the uh, the login system was down, basically for the network, so it wouldn't recognize my SIM card as authorized, even though I am. Well, I mean, it is a SIM card that can connect to it, and for my landline, it refused to connect to the phone network, and so it fucked up the entire internet. So hopefully there won't be any issue today, but the last few times it has happened, like the last few times I've had network issues, during the next few days there were other network issues that followed. We'll see. Maybe this time it will be different because it wasn't the same type of issue. It was a login issue. It wouldn't, like, I don't know, the login servers were down or something, and I ended up sleeping. I think I slept like, hang on, went to bed. I mean, I went to sleep around 2:30 a.m. I think I fell asleep very fairly quickly. I don't remember exactly. I woke up around 8 a.m. Maybe even, yeah, no, earlier than that because I spent some time looking for my phone to see the time and it that wouldn't for my bed. Um, so I probably like 7:30 a.m. So I slept for like 5 hours last night. Had some terrible nightmares. Great, I love it. You know. Anyway, I'm not here to talk about my nightmares and stuff. I'm here to decide what to do today because I haven't actually decided. Since it's a shorter stream, I'm not going to start a new game or something. I was hesitating in maybe continuing playing AOT 2 because I kind of started it without going very far. So I haven't even really fought any Titan yet in it. And it's more of it's not a game that I want to play as a let's play, more of, yeah, I want to have some fun, so let me slay some Titans. Like, sure, I will have to do the story to unlock more stuff, but I will play mostly the expeditions and stuff like that. So I might just play that because I've uninstalled Civilization 5 and it takes too long to complete a game on it. And I'm not going like to do another run. Like it took me 7 hours last time. And for this stream I have about 3 hours left. So let me check. There is abduction as well that I could continue, but it would be more of a let's play. Um, I don't know what I feel like actually because I I am aware that the most important part when streaming is to stream exactly what you want, not try to please, like not try to float trends. Just be who you are, and that's what brings people to you. But that's the issue. It's who I am is someone who's really uh, who hesitates a lot about a lot of things. I've been playing some games on the side, like on my own. I don't want to pick them up in the middle of like I don't want to continue them on stream because I'm already in the middle of the game, so it wouldn't be I don't know. It would feel weird, you know. Um, there's another game that I've been thinking about for some time now. I haven't installed it, but it wouldn't take long to install it. It's Disaster Report 4 Summer Memories that I haven't played in 3 years. I got all the achievements on it. I completed the game, like, I got everything I could. 43 achievements, uh, including, like, there was one that basically requires you to end up rich at the end of a day, like you get richer after an earthquake. Um, I don't know. I'm trying to think. It's really hard. My brain is in shambles, but I'm trying to think a bit. Also, I literally started the game as soon as I was back. Not just game, the stream. As soon as I was back at my place, like I had to stop at the pharmacy on the way to get my medication, but I started the stream as soon as I got back. I didn't take the time to rest a bit or anything. Hmm. There is Carry On that I could replay. I haven't played it in 3 years, same. But I mean, like, it's really short. There isn't much. So, like, I don't know. Hmm. It is a fun game, but You know, um, I might just go for AOT too. You know what? You know what? Sure. Just let me check. Borderless. Why is it? Why does it always want to start in full screen? Sure. Let me start the game, and then I change the stuff on screen. Like I'll change the stream title and whatever. Edit stream info. What could I call the stream? Sure. You know what? It's not very research, but yeah, I was talking about games I've been playing recently. I kind of regret not playing them on stream because I think it would have been fun to stream them. Um, the issue being, um, I wouldn't have the patience to wait for 2 days to play it again. I mean, technically, I've had some pauses longer than 2 days in playing the game because I've been doing other random stuff. But usually, uh, I just don't have the patience to wait between streams. So I end up playing on my own. In this case, it was. Um, Hang on, let me check. Wait. That's not what I want. Change video. Move away. It's a Deathloop that I've been playing finally because I had started it a while ago and ended up not going far. And I had forgotten everything about it. Everything that I had learned. I mean, I went through like. I don't think I had. Yeah, no. I had completed one loop. No. No, wait. Not even. I had not even completed the first loop. And I had stopped. Um, and yeah, I basically went back to it and started playing it again. And now I basically got almost everything I need to complete the game. It's really interesting. That's why I'm a bit annoyed that I didn't think about playing it on stream because it's also the kind of game where you don't have multiple saves. You have one save and it's always like on that save. I need to reset my entire progress so far if I wanted to start it again and to start it on stream and I can't be bothered because I'm this close to finishing the game. Like I only have a couple objectives left to put in place and it will be great. So where were we? Hang on, let me check people. Anyone to talk to? No. Yeah, so we had just finished the 3 years of training and we were about to embark into yes, it could be the last day of peace and quiet we'll ever get to see. It's basically the game's way of telling you um, shit's going to happen. Like, it's gonna start. The if you've seen the anime, you know. A bit of stuff that you learn in the anime when you watch it, and they teach you in the game as well. I mean, there are still things that the anime doesn't tell you, but the game does. I wonder how it would look like if you had a game where you actually can become like military police or something if you choose. I just realized my body is hiding most of the subtitles. Sorry. But yeah, I do wonder how it would be like. Really, is it me or it's... No, I think it's just a stream preview, but on my end, like on OBS, it doesn't look to scale, but it just might be, you know, just because I scale to window. Okay. Oh yeah, Eren had his speech. Every time I reach that part of the story, either in the game, in one of the games, or when I rewatch the anime, I just think about the Team 4-star abridged version. Like, I don't know, it's just every single time. I mean, there is another one also, Abridged on Titan, which is quite fun and covers more episodes. Like, there are a few videos. I don't know if it's still up actually. Leave it to me, I'll read it for us. Sure. Oh, yesterday. I mean, it's related because it's about food, but yesterday I decided to make myself some steak, and I just covered it in cheese and Jesus Christ. I mean, I did enjoy it, but I don't think my arteries loved it very much. Yeah, pretty sure that's what I told her. Like, wait until we get captured to get more food and stuff. Yeah, sure, Mina, Mina and Thomas, you're definitely gonna have a piece for later. I mean, I'm joining you scouts, of course. What I like is that, while sure it's a self-insert protagonist that interacts with the main characters of the show, it's not in a way that completely changes the story or anything like it. It's more of a, hey, look, this could have very well been scenes that were omitted. Like side scenes, like a side story that was omitted but would have still happened in that world. Just because your character isn't part of the main crew doesn't mean it couldn't have been, you know? Like, it could have been something that happened in between the scene with the meat and that scene.
ようやく尊厳を取り戻しつつある。勝てる。人類の反撃はこれからだ。
Hello there. I kind of wish they would release another game that covers the last season as well. With the final season. But it would be hard, I guess, to adapt that story to that world since the Titans are no more, I mean, on the island. By that time. I mean, you could still have a war against Marley, I guess. But for the game, the main purpose is cut down Titans. Alright.
これ以上巨人を町に侵入させてたまるか。
But it's still... Sorry. It's still a tutorial mission for now. So it's still teaching me... It's basically teaching me how to aim at Titans. My goal will be to slay as many as I can, so I will sometimes ignore some main objectives until I've cleared the area. That's what I like to do in these games. I just clean the place entirely of Titans. Which is easier to do than the original game, because than in the first game, because in the first game you had a time limit on how long you can do each mission. In here the time goes up instead, so it's not the same. There's no time limit. I mean, when I say mission, I say the full level. I'm just waiting for the game to tell me how to use. Wait, no, I don't have to wait. I guess. Okay, this time I'm going for... Alright, I'm going for material, because I'm gonna need some. But yeah, once you get the hang of it, the game is a lot of fun. But yeah, as I wanted to say, when I say mission, I mean the entire level, not like small missions that can happen during the level itself. Small objectives. Like, I believe we're gonna have the first one soon. So that is different from the anime. In the anime, he directly goes to confront the Colossal Titan. And in the first game, you actually used cannons to try and take it down. Another game I was hesitating with playing is Dishonored, because I've been replaying them lately and maybe on stream it could be fun. I don't know. There's also BioShock, there are a ton of games I could replay. But it mostly would be replaced. That's the issue here. Alright, thank you, Penny. Ah, one fail attack. Ready? Alright, yeah, Titan detection. So that's something that wasn't in the original game, in the third game, Titan detection. So if they detect you, basically they become more aggressive. Okay, this one doesn't have anything for me. Like, if a Titan detects you, he becomes erratic and more aggressive and he can grab you. It changes it changes with the difficulty. The harder the game is, the quicker the gauge feels. Right. Evasion, hook drive. Okay. Funny. Please. Nice. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Alright. So that's it for the tutorial part. I mean, there's still a bit more tutorial about like side objectives and stuff like that. Also, I remember after the last time I streamed the game, um, so it covers the first two seasons of the anime, but it doesn't end at the end of the second season. It ends later in. It ends after the end of season two in a mission that is exclusive to the game. That doesn't happen in the anime. All right. No, still got a nice rank. More money. Nice, a lot of rewards. Oh, Sasha's ready for and automated artillery. So that's a new type of base. I kind of like. Um, so they, as the name implies, they attack titans automatically with cannons. And yeah, as the level increases, the number of rounds it can fire in one burst goes up. Basically, like first level you get one cannon, second level you get two, and I think I don't remember if you get three or four at the level 3. There are 3 levels for each base, but the last level is unlocked at the very end of the game. I mean, very later, very much. All right, so we get camp. So in between long missions, like periods of the game where you have a story that continues like that for a while, um, you have these camps instead of the main base. So it's a small area that is related to where you are in the story at that point. You can talk to a few people, buy stuff, and continue the story. But you can't do like you can't go back to visit the main camp right now. After some point, I unlock a feature like it's a weird feature. Basically, like reminisce about the past. I think it's something like that that they tell you. You interact with a dog that is here for some reason, and it just brings you back to the camp where you can interact with people as you see fit, and then go back to the present and continue the story. What we can do is fight. Right? But since I'm in the middle of the story, I can't progress the friendship yet with them. I'll have to wait until the story has advanced enough for me to return to main camp. Right? And as you progress, you get better equipment available. I just want to upgrade this. I need some rare metal and low quality rare metal. I can buy the low quality rare metal apparently. I can get, you know, for each of them I need so I can buy the low quality rare metal, but I can't buy the normal one. Let me check. Wait. Yeah, no, I can't buy oh, I can buy Titan Steel Fragments. I did not remember that. Anyway, for now, let's continue. So we get some more information about the Trust Defense Operation. Thomas and Mina for no reason at all, you know. The game just wants to tell us more about them. See, that's why the game is... It's better to play the game once you know the story of the anime or manga, because the game will essentially spoil you a bit about... Like, it will give you foreshadowing. Because it assumes that you know exactly what's gonna happen. 中東兵団の精鋭班がそれぞれ受け持つ。ウォールローゼの死守のため、皆心して命を捧げよう。解散。はっ。エレン、戦闘が混乱してきたら私のところに。アッカーマン訓練兵。お前は精鋭班の後衛部隊に入れ。しかし。 But yeah, sorry if I've I might have to focus a bit on the game at some point because usually I focus a lot when I'm playing it. So if I don't talk much, it's because of that. 死なないさ。俺はこんなところで死んでられないんだ。俺はまだこの世界の実態を何も知らないんだから。Yeah, but you know, if you watch the anime, you realize that basically it doesn't matter. Like the world doesn't care if you have things you want to learn, things you need to, and you feel like you need to find out about. The world doesn't care. If it decides to throw you into a dangerous situation where you're about to die, it will. Like it does for Heroine in season 3. You know, it said specifically that way. Levi literally tells him, "Give up on your dream and die," because that's what it is. It doesn't matter if you have dreams. It won't make you invincible. And that's why I like the story so much. Because it doesn't it doesn't bother trying to have a happy ending. It doesn't bother trying to do miracles. Everything happens for a reason, and bad things happen because bad things will happen. Because it's not like all beautiful and everything. Okay, so I said that I was going to sometimes go around before continuing the main story. That's what I'm going to do here. So the main story asks us to find Ymir, join up with her. Well, before I do that, I'm going to take care of the few titans that we see on the map here. And then I'll join up with her. Because I'm here to slay titans. And there's no time limit for that objective, so you know. Later on there will be objectives that have a time limit. But not right now. Like the game will tell me a couple times to go find Ymir. Yep, just like that. But I don't care. Like, I'll find her when I decide. Oops. Alright. Nice. But yeah, sometimes you have to adjust your angle if you want to cut properly. Because they won't stay still unless you cut off their legs. Alright. I always struggle with using my gas responsibly. I always tend to overboost. Just like that. I mean, it's a bit necessary here, but yeah. Oh yeah, and they destroy the environment as well. Small ones don't have any... you can't cut off their limbs. Okay, this guy is focusing on me a bit too much. Oh yeah, there's an SOS on the minimap. It's because the base there was damaged by the other Titan. But it just means that the base is about to be destroyed. Also, one thing they removed compared to the first game. In the first game, you had two gauges on the screen. A blue one and a red one. The blue gauge essentially told you the amount of, the percentage of humans still alive. The red gauge was for the Titans, and so as the missions, the levels progressed, you would see both gauges go down, depending on if people were getting eaten or not. If you were quick enough, you could just avoid any death. They removed that in this one, but technically, I've never actually, I've never seen what could happen if the blue gauge goes down completely in the first game. I've never let it go to that. So, I don't know. Anyway, let's join up with him here. One time. So yeah, you can find during missions other characters and just join up with them. They join your squad. Doesn't matter if there are actual characters from the anime or just random ones. You can find them. Oh yeah, sneak attacks. I already forgot. I never really use them because it needs to be. You need to have a great timing, and I don't have a great timing. Also, you need, like, if I do that, he's going to. Oh, come on. See, like, I was too soon. today, and sometimes they can just see you. Okay, you know you know what? I'm not gonna manage to do it, and I keep using my blades for nothing. The game tells you every... Okay, yep. So another thing. Every 10 titans you kill, the game will tell you, and one of the characters in your squad will make a comment about it. If you only have like randoms, it will be like a generic compliment. If there is at least one main character, or at least like named character from the show in your squad, they will be the one commenting on it. And what they say depends on your friendship level with them. As you progress and as you get a better friendship level with them, their speech will evolve. Like some of them will start by telling you like, yeah, not bad, but I'm probably better than you. But if you get high enough in friendship with them, they end up saying like, oh, I admire you, or something like that. I mean, I agree, but come on, Ymir. Okay, that's what I was talking about. Side objectives. Green smokes are side objectives. But for this one, it's technically a main objective. Since it's... So, every time you have to go help someone, and like every single time, your goal is to help someone, and when you complete a side objective, you get a construction signal for bases. As long as the timer hasn't run out, I can take care of it. I know my guess is, oh yeah, you don't see it on your end because my model is covering it, but my gas and blades are almost spent. I'm gonna have to swap them soon. Not now. But yeah, since it's like one necessary for the story, it doesn't have a timer. But usually the green circle will deplete slowly, over time for side missions, so you need to take care of them as fast as you can, or as fast as necessary. Yes. You know what? I didn't take the time to cut off his arm, which had something for me, but you know what? I'm gonna need the supply. Alright. But yeah, usually side missions will be, side objectives will be like a known character, a named character that needs your help. Sometimes it will be just a random scout or cadet or other type of soldier. Anyway, I think I've cleared the map for now. So that's how I'm going to roll. Basically, for these missions, I will ignore the main objective as much as I can up until I have cleared the area. So that's why I don't want to make it that's why I want to play the game on stream mostly for fun and not for like main story kind of stuff. Oh yeah, when you complete side objective, aside from the construction signal, if you have the extension final battle, you get the showdown equipment. So in that case, I can activate Thunder Spear if I want to. It's a limited use, like it's one use. I mean, it's active like for a short time, and once it's over, I need to get some back for, and it's not stackable. I need to complete another set mission. And I know it doesn't make sense to have access to it right now, but you know, very variety of body actions. Yes. Yep. But this time the objective is where the Titans are, so I don't have a choice to go there. Later on, as you progress through the story, there are more and more Titans in missions. So for now, we need to help Eren's squad. Alright, new smoke signal detected.
この辺りのはいなくなったね。行こう、エレン。僕たちの持ち場はこの先だ。
お前らまた後でな。よし。
So as here we have a timer on this one.
エレン、気をつけてね。
そろそろガスが心配だな。一度本部に戻って補給しようぜ。
Okay, yeah, no, the main object, because the main objective is not over there. The main objective is to go back to the base. If you're fast enough to reach the place of the side objective, you can skip the dialogue where someone says, oh, I've noticed a smoke signal. Otherwise, they just say that and it's annoying. Because as long as their dialogue isn't finished, the side objective will not count as like reached or completed. Now just realized I should have used the Thunder Spear here just for the heck of it. Alright, see, the cadet is going to join us for that. Yeah, see, like, for now, Connie says not as good as me. Later on, as we progress our friendship, he'll be more friendly. Right, nice. You can unlock some skills that allow you to hit a Titan several times in a row later on, which can lead to some really cool execution. Like, in the original game... Oops, sorry, he grabbed me. In the first game, you can do that by default with Mikasa. Like, she can hit several times in a row. And it's quite fun. You can literally dismember a Titan without once stopping to slash. And then finish it off. Yes, yes, I know. That's annoying when the game does that because it doesn't pause whatever happens around. Yeah, see, like, because I cleared it before, because I cleared it but left before the end of the text, like, it takes time for it to click. If I had just left and didn't come back, it wouldn't even have counted as if I had reached it, which is annoying. So sometimes these side missions will also lead to some bonuses for you. Like this guy is setting up an automated artillery level 3. So it is for cannons. Sometimes I would set up traps for titans or even like set up bombardment areas depending on the mission. So it can be massive help to do these things aside from, you know, the score and the supplies and stuff. Okay, wait. I'll take care of it afterward. Oh yeah, that's the final target. So you can see them easily. You can recognize final targets easily. Because they have like these weird fire veins, I guess, or something. And these weird green glow, which count as like it's some sort of stamina. Yeah, it's a stamina gauge. And the only way to do true damage is to deplete their stamina by hitting the places that are... Yeah, the cannons are doing something. Yeah, thunder spears are something good. So you get them for a limited time. And basically, like, you lock on the enemy, you attach to them as if you were about to slash them, and you press the right button again to throw the thunder spear. So you need to throw it before you reach the Titan, of course, because otherwise you'll take the explosion in your face. Yeah, no, Thomas is definitely okay. Come on. See, what's always been weird for me with Thomas, especially, is because he's the fact that he's basically the only one we don't see get chomped down. He gets straight up swallowed, but not chomped down. So technically, he could still be alive within the thing. And hello, my dude. Also, like as I rewatch the anime, like I watch reactions to the anime, you notice that there are a lot of people who don't notice things that are shown in the anime at one point and then shown back later on. Like these titans specifically, this group of titans, they are old comrades from Grisha who got turned into titans. But yeah, and you see it when you see Grisha's backstory. But a lot of people that I've seen watch the anime don't actually catch that. I mean, it's understandable if they watch it as it's aired because there were a few years between each season, I guess. And I do tend to have a different memory from others when it comes to this kind of stuff. When it comes to fictional worlds, for some reason, I have a really good memory. But not uh, when it's like other kind of stuff. Okay, yeah, I took too much time because I took the time to to kill all the titans. Doesn't matter. I'm not going for perfect scores here. I don't really care. I'm literally just playing for fun. Oh, Titan Crystal. Okay, I'm ready for the next stage with Eren and Jean. And I can use Jean in another mode. Nice. So the friendship basically goes up if you interact with them at any point during the level, whether it is for the main story or for a side mission, or if you recruit them, it will bring up the friendship. Hey Ymir, you're not thinking your friends are going to come out of this alive, are you? Get your head out of the clouds. I want to believe it, but I know it's impossible. Once again, it's a case of adapting what I say to the person, not saying what I want to say, but adapting to the character to make sure the friendship goes up. Okay, even more equipment. For now, I just want to like literally upgrade these ones. I'm not going to make new ones. Because I'm sure, yes, I can make other types. These ones are shorter. These ones are less durable. And these ones are shorter and less sharp. I mean, it's only the first version, I guess. But yeah, I'd rather stick with the classic blades because once you upgrade them fully, they are the most powerful equipment you can get in the game. You can't get anything better than that. Still can't buy what I want. Alright, let's go. So at that point in the first game, you switch from controlling Eren to controlling Mikasa. But here, of course, you control your own character throughout the entire story stuff. It's only if you play another mode that you, or I guess like territory recovery mode and character episode mode, you play other characters. But for the main story, you play your own.
エレンたちと同じ班だったよな。あいつらどこ行ったんだ。
アルミ、まさか。見りゃわかるだろ。全滅したんだよ。こいつ以外は。
うるせえな。アルミンは何も言ってねえだろ。
こんな巨人から丸見えの場所でおしゃべりしてる場合じゃねえ。私らも食われちまう。やめて二人とも。とにかく目立たない場所に移ろう。アルミン、動ける。
Hey, look who's showing up.
巨人どもにだいぶ押されちまってる。市民の避難はまだ進んでねえ。今公営に抜けられたら大変なことになるぞ。
うん、でも
気になることでもあるのかい
？There's no sign of Eren or the others.
いや、私たちも見てない。
とにかく今は時間がねえ。生き残りの兵をかき集めて少しでも巨人を食い止めるぞ。
あなたは先に行ってて、私たちも後で合流するから。
Alright. Alright. Let me remember what the main objective will be here.
後方にいる住民の避難はまだ終わらねえのか。
そうみたいだね。
俺たちで中衛を援護して巨人を食い止めるしかねえだろ。
Alright, so this time I'm with
あっち
Reiner
の
and
中衛の犯に巨人が
Berthold
近づいてる。
and Annie.
助けなきゃいけない状況みたいだね。
You know, a great squad to be with. I mean, in the case of the Battle of Frost, I guess. Yes, it's a great squad to be with.
行きますわよ。
So for now, for the sake of the story, they only have access to a simple attack when I give them order. They can only just cut off a limb. They get more powerful attacks as you progress through the story, and in another mode you get their Titan transformation. You control them for a bit, which is quite fun. In the original game, when you play Eren, you can, like, I mean, after filling up a gauge enough, you can become a Titan and destroy things in spun. Come on. I kind of wish there was a mod where you actually get like more, I guess, a more logical amount of Titans. Like you get an actual army of Titans present. Would be so much fun. Really hard, but really fun. Yeah, I'll help her as soon as I'm done with this guy. There are still two side ones, I mean optional ones that I can take care of, but I'll take care of them. Like, I'll take care of one of the main ones first because it won't progress the story if I just do one. So I can take care of this guy first. Oh, but he does unlock a side quest. Hang on. Oh yeah, it says spotted from Reiner, but it's spotted by Reiner. Alright. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for it to count as completed, otherwise it won't. It's an issue that was in the first game as well. Alright, I'm gonna need to switch gas at some point. I'm like halfway through my gas supply. Alright, that's it for the optional ones. That will take care of the big guy. Oh, come on. Ooh. I called for a bird call, but I could have done something cool here. Ah, come on. It's not easy to do. Basically, what happened is I
よし他の奴らを援護し
I
て
evaded the Titan at the last minute, and I dodged the attack and I mean the grab, and so it gave me an opportunity to
これでよしと
an opportunity, you know, to do stuff. So if I was playing in Heaven difficulty, I would have an infinite amount of construction construction signals, and an infinite amount of supplies. I wouldn't never have to resupply as always. I'm playing on easy right now, but in Heaven difficulty you get infinite everything.
さすが
Aside from like you still have to change your blades and yes.
ここはもう大丈夫
But you don't have to go to a base to resupply because you get an infinite amount of objects, of items.
住民の避難はどうなってるんだ。公園の様子を見てきてくれないか。この辺りは俺たちで何とかする。頼むぞ。
Alright. I don't remember if it's in this game or in the first one where there are missions where you actually have to find other characters around the map, but they are not shown in. Like you have to, I mean, they are shown for a split second on the minimap, but there's no like tracker or objective thing on them. But I think it's in the first one. I'm gonna love the fact that they took the time to bring these loot back. I haven't checked. I should check. That's one thing I've never taken the time to learn about. The deal with abnormals. Like what causes a Titan to be an abnormal. Like if does something happen when they are injected or anything else? I don't know.
さすがだな住民の避難がまだ済んでいない
Alright, so this time I need to take care of abnormals. So these icons, these different icons for Titans with the arms up, show abnormal Titan.
から住民を守れ
So they are more dangerous.
行きますわよ
お前は中衛部隊の新兵か住民の防衛を手伝ってくれ
Yep. They can't be predicted with some targeting only specific humans and so on.
次はどなた
That much I do understand. What I don't understand is what causes a Titan to be an abnormal.
ひざまずきなさい物足りませんわ
Oh. Or is it... Are they Titans controlled through the power of the Founder? And that's why they act differently, because they are being controlled.
早くここを片付けてエレンのところへ物足りませんわぶっ倒して差し上げます普通が高くてよ
So I have to protect the citizens for like 3 minutes, but technically I can just... If I eliminate all the Titans before the end of the timer, it will finish the objective.
ひざまずきなさい普通が高くてよ
Also, you got some time after they've grabbed someone to save them. You don't have to completely worry about it.
ひざまずきなさい その調子。私も続こう。前の方は何をもたもたしているの？早く進んでよ。物足りませんわ。
まだ住民の避難完了には時間がかかるか。
Well, what's going on right now is that a merchant was blocking the way. You know. So see, I finished them all off before the end of the timer, so... I think, if I remember correctly, in the first game,
住民の避難は完了したな。
you get a bunch of
俺たちも撤退だ。
side objectives that
壁を
pop up.
登るぞ。
Like, you have to help Sasha, Annie, and I don't remember who else during the evacuation.
おい、赤マン。そこの新兵、あいつを追ってくれ。
Yeah, yeah, sure. Let me change my...
私にはこの世界に帰る場所がある。エレン、あなたがいれば私は何でもできる。
Interestingly enough, I'm keeping an eye on the gas gauge. It doesn't use gas when I'm moving around like this, even though like my character clearly uses gas. Only when I specifically tap on the spacebar to boost myself, or if I'm attacking. In which case it will use gas, but the gauge doesn't move at all when I'm just moving around like this. I guess it doesn't use that much.
ガス切れで壁を登れねえ。だったら石川か。あそこに群がる巨人をやるしかねえだろ。本部ならガスを補給できる。ただ逃げ回って残り少ないガスを使い果たせば本当に終わりだぞ。俺たち訓練兵の誰にそんな決死作戦の指揮が取れる。
アルミ、大丈夫なの？エレンはどこ？
Well, about that.
34班の5名は壮絶な戦死を遂げました。エレンは僕の身代わりに。
I do like this soundtrack.
アルミ、今は感傷的になっている場合じゃない。私は強い。すごく強いので、私なら一人でもあそこの巨人どもを蹴散らせる。あなたたちは腕が立たないばかりか臆病で腰抜けだ。ここで指を加えたりしてればいい。加えてみてろ。
あれで葉っぱかけたつもりでいやがる。おい、俺たちは仲間に一人で戦わせろと学んだか。
I do appreciate the fact that they spend time clearly like putting some quality on these cutscenes and stuff. Like there's been some actual good work made on this game. It's not just a shitty it's not like what you could sometimes expect of a shitty video game rendition. It's an actual it's actually a good rendition that respects the source material. Okay, yeah, I need to defend the HQ, and defeat the abnormal
俺は他の逃げ遅れ
around
た
the
やつを探し
place.
て協力を頼んでくる。
But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get some side objectives that will pop up as I defeat them. And they don't actually do much damage to the HQ, so I can take my time.
周りの巨人を減らさないといけません。逃がしませんわ。
あの縁談助けが必要だな。
Yeah, yeah. Help us.
本部に群がってる巨人を討伐し
Oh.
ねえと。
ひざまずきなさい。物足りません。
関所、もうおしまいだ。
So for these ones, you can actually like you see them at the beginning of the
俺たちは本部に突
of
入
the
するつもり
mission.
だ。お前も
You see your comrades
了解だ
moving around,
ならこれはお前に渡しておくぜ。
and they actually reach the areas where they use the battle signal.
ありがとよ。これがあれば本部に群がってる連中を倒せるんじゃねえか。
銃が高くてよ。ひざまずきなさい。もうダメだよ。
Alright.
本部へ突入する作戦を行っています。力を貸してください。差し上げます。分かった。とりあえずこれを使って物足りません。発表は助かります。これを使えば本部の周りの巨人を倒せるかもしれません。
ここで死ぬのか。
Right. Now that he's been accepted,
逃がしませんわ。
okay.
私たちは本部突入の作戦を行っている。協力してほしい。
何？
Yeah, sorry, as I said,
分かった。
sometimes I just focus on the game.
これはお前が使ってくれ。
I don't talk much. Which doesn't make for something really entertaining, I guess, unless you really like
これがあれば
watching Titans getting
巨
slain.
人を倒せるかも。
Oh, Marco returns.
間に合ったみたいだな。僕も戦うぞ。
銃が高くてよ。
Oh, come on.
ぶっ倒して差し上げます。その調子。私も続こう。足りませんわ。
Alright.
逃がしませんわ。
You big dude. I need your arms.
ひざまずきなさい。銃が高くてよ。
Oh, we lost one guy. So it says when someone dies on the minimap.
うるせえ。なんとしても本部に突入するぞ。
ジャンは勇気があるね。
生きるか死ぬかの瀬戸際なんだぞ。やるしかねえだろ。
死になさい。
Alright. I am slaying these guys. Alright, Marco needs some help. Alright. You got something. Come on, dude. It's just one tiny dude. It's not that hard. Oh, okay. Sometimes your your squad members will kill the Titan before you. And if you order them to slay more Titans, it will actually count as them, so the message will say that they have slain a number of Titans,
これなら本部に突入できるんだ。
not you.
あいつはくせ俺たちを狙ってやがる。ここで討伐するぞ。
Okay, sure. I'm halfway through my things. Alright. I'm gonna need this. Can someone take out this arm?
よろしくね。じゃあさあさあお任せしますわよ。わ
Okay.
かりました。よろしくね。任せ
They really don't want to do actual damage to him.
今だ全員本部に突っ込め。
早く行かないと手遅れに。
There was a similar system regarding final targets in the first game, but instead you had to either cut off both their arms or their legs before you could do damage to their nape. If you didn't cut off their arms or their legs, depending on which one you were supposed to get,
この世界は
literally your blades would just break on the nape. In this one, it was replaced with a stamina system, which
とても美しい。
heightens their defense. But once you've depleted their stamina, you do more damage and they are a bit sluggish. Like they are slower.
ごめんなさいエレン。私は諦めない。
やるよこれ。
I think we still have about 3 missions for the Battle of Trust. Wait, no.
ほら早く帰ろうぜ。
No, we have more. Hang on. Because we're gonna have like
死んでしまった。
to escort Eren.
あなたを思い出すことさえできない。
I think we're gonna have to like I don't remember. We'll see. Anyway. But you don't get access to expeditions until after you've joined the scout regiment, so I can't focus on expeditions right now. And I can't do expeditions as long as I'm not at the base. Anyways.
巨人を殺してる。
Oof, sorry. But chills on my back for some reason. Okay, but I still don't have the rare metal I need. Nope. Okay, so I'm full for Mikasa, Reiner, Annie, Marco. I can use Krista. I don't know why you unlock her specifically at this point in the story, because she didn't really have anything to do with it. But yeah.
何を作りたいんだ。
What you got for me? Okay, yeah, no, I still can't buy rare metal. If it's in red,
また来
I
てくれ
can't
よ
buy
な。
it. If it was in yellow, I would be able to.
またいつでも来い。
君は
Alright.
どう思う？
We did well to survive this far.
負けるもんか。
Dead corpse, dead lands, abnormal. Hang on. Yeah, I should look it up, you know?
てめえら補給班が任務を放棄したせいで余計に人が死んでんだぞ。どうしようもなかった。
While the cutscene is playing, I'm going to look it up. Hmm. Okay, apparently there's no given reason to the existence of abnormals in the manga, so
ミカサ無事だったか。みんなあの巨人は巨人を殺しまくる貴公子だ。しかも俺たちには興味を示さない。あいつをうまいこと利用できれば俺たちはここから脱出できる。
okay. So there was never any explanation given for the existence of abnormals.
これで脱出できる。行こう。
Wait. Alright, so let's start
あの巨人は
helping
僕らに興味を
my
示さない。
dude.
ひたすら目に入った巨人を殺してるんだ。今のうちに本部周辺の巨人を駆逐して。
Marco, can you give me some help, please, because I'm having trouble here. Okay, I guess Eren is helping me also. Okay, I'm gonna do like before, focus on the smaller ones. I mean, the less important one. Eren will take care of the rest, I guess.
みんなが本部に集まれたのはジャンプ
Eren is literally slaying the
やっぱり
main
見て
targets
るんだな。
on his own. Come on. Alright. Yeah, I don't know why you can sometimes just kill a Titan by attacking it from the front, even though you're aiming for the nape. I'm not gonna bother trying to understand it. Alright, let me focus on other things first. Because if I kill the ones near the HQ, it will start the oh, come on, really? The next objective, which I believe is to escort other members of the cadet corps. Cadet corps. Wait, corps? How do you pronounce it? But like other cadets. To safety. So for now, I'm just gonna slay. And no, not slay queen. Oops. I actually did not mean to have his arms here. His arm. I mean the second one. Because I didn't need to. Alright. Here I managed to do it. So if you manage to avoid a Titan's attack like that, you can do a really cool execution. Hang on. Let me take care of his leg. I don't know why my character just has that love. I mean, it's linked to the voice, of course, but I don't know. He's just... He decided to be weird, you know? I'm not attacking him. He literally, like, it's him who... Yeah, because Eren came next to us, he was like, don't attack him. I'm not attacking Eren. I'm trying to attack these guys. It's just Eren who got in the way. Okay, and he just took care of that. Titan. So all that's left are the two abnormals near the HQ. And he's gonna take care of them.
その巨人は他の巨人を攻撃してくれる。倒してしまえば僕らが窮地に立たされるぞ。
Alright.
これでひとまず本部周辺の安全は確保できたかな。
Yeah, we need to escort basically the others to safety.
すげえな、あの巨人。まるで怒ってるみてえだ。みんな、今がチャンスだ。補給が終わった人から壁上に撤退しよう。
Alright. But we also need to take care of some side objectives.
逃がしませんわ。
救援要請確認。
Okay, yeah, no, you're not going to see that one, Eren.
誰か巨人を追い払ってくれないか。
Alright, since I've interacted with it, it should be enough for it to count as completed. Hopefully. No, and some titans have appeared next to the ones we are supposed to protect.
ありがとう。無事に拠点ができたよ。ああ、これでみんなの撤退も楽になるだろう。
Okay, I'm gonna have to... Hang on.
本部の守りを固めるため
Can you
拠点
guess?
を作りたいの。誰か手を貸してくれる？
よし、僕らで援護しよう。
That's why I need that rare metal to be available to me, because I kind of need to upgrade my gas capacity, my blade durability.
無才の俺としたことが。おい、誰か助けてくれ。
But he's going off somewhere else. I don't know where, because there are no titans left.
拠点の準備ができたわ。これで撤退が楽になるはずよ。
よかった。みんなに
I think he's just going back to the base.
せっかく補給が済んだんだ。俺だって巨人の1匹や2匹。あの巨人は一体何なんでしょうか。何って。
Don't worry about it.
ああいうやつもいるんだな。
Yeah, it's totally just an abnormal.
物足りませんわ。ガスと刃は十分です。簡単にやられませんよ。仕上げます。銃が高くてよ。物足りませんわ。
Alright. Nice. I'm still on my theory that abnormals are possibly ones that are controlled through the power of the thunder. And given like specific
ここまで来れば
missions in a way. Because things need to happen in a certain way for the story to
安心で
progress.
すよね。
The way it's intended to.
僕は他の仲間を適当に誘導してくれ。君は本部の様子を確認してきてくれないか。
Like the abnormal at the gate needed to be killed by Mikasa, so it had to act that way or something. Right. Going back there.
すっごい。やるじゃない。
Yeah, Marco has left, so I'm only left with random people. Let me just merge supply first.
これでよしっと。
You can be sure of one thing, every main mission, I mean every mission in a game ends with a fight against one of these guys with stamina. So if you haven't had a fight with against a titan with stamina, you know that the mission isn't actually over. yet. Even if you get a cutscene like that, there are still more. Hmm. I don't remember. Actually, now that I think about it, if that specific soundtrack is in the anime as well, it might be. Like in that specific scene, it reminds me like I feel like it was there, or maybe it was another. I don't actually. I've been rewatching it, but I don't know. My brain is not working correctly. Like I've literally spending my days completely lost.
これをエレンがやったってことか。おい見ろ、これじゃ壁まで戻れねえぞ。
All right.
道を開くしかねえ。アルベン、エレンの味方を頼む。そう。
Yep. The mission is technically not over.
エレンはすぐには動かせそうにねえ。俺たちで巨人をなんとかするぞ。
Okay, this time I'm killing them quickly because there are too many clusters together. So I did miss a bunch of materials, but it doesn't matter.
その質問には誰も答えられないと思うよ。
Alright. That's it for the normal guys.
放ってはおけないよな。やられちまう。まずい。巨人に襲われてるみたいだ。
Alright. In future missions, sometimes side objectives will have more titans, like there will be another titan showing up after you've defeated the first one, or you will have to escort the person in the side mission like to a target area. Not right now, but later on.
いや。 あいつこのままじゃ食われちまうぞ。
Alright. Alright, time to wait for one of the main targets.
もう私撤退するわ。ありがとね。
おいおい、自分だけ逃げる気か。お前も兵士なら耐えるの確保に協力しろよ。
Give me your legs. Don't have anything else? Nope. Just making sure, you know? Right, I'm gonna need these legs. Yeah, now that I hear what my character says, because I wasn't sure that I had picked the same voice as usual last time, but now that I hear what she says when I'm asking another character to attack, I do remember. That's the same voice.
よし今ならエレンを壁まで運べそうだしかしあいつに何が
These voice lines are the ones I remember. I didn't take too long this time. Right, I got some steel plates, but that's not what I want. Armin, Reiner, and Annie. Okay. And I can now use Connie and build a manual artillery. So, as the name implies, it's a manual artillery. Ooh, battle alert signal. I remember correctly, it's basically like it boosts the stats of everyone around you, including your own.
無事でよかった。エレンやミカサは
I think it's what it is, if I remember correctly. Because there's also like a type of signal that you can use if you're playing online. It's a distress signal, I think. And basically, like you use it and you're asking someone else to join your game and help you during a mission. I've never used one. I've never had to use one because I play on offline.
俺たちには守秘義務が課せられた言えないもっとも隠し通せるような話じゃねえ
ん
すぐに人類全体に知れ渡るだろうそれまでに人類があればな
So many points.
もうダメだ巨人に食われるまで戦わされ続けるくらいならいっそ今やめろだぜしっかりしろよお前だけじゃないみんな恐怖と戦っているんだサシャを見ろ急に巨人と戦ってもなお気高き兵士のままだ
お腹痛いんで負傷者にしてもらっていいですか
Just grab a potato, you know. Actually, it sounds good right now. I don't know why. Like I'm craving just a potato, a fried potato. I'm craving one right now for some reason. With some sauce. That'd be great.
ああよせお前からも二人に何か言ってやってくれ
I mean, we have to control our fear and gun fighting now.
無理に決まってんだろそもそもお前なんでそんなに落ち着いてられんだよ
Yeah, it didn't help.
早まっちゃなんだ今の音砲声か
I remember one time, it was like years ago. I tried to, like, I tried to fry some potatoes, but I don't have any. I don't have a deep fryer or anything. So what I did was I put some oil in a pan and like in a not a soup pan, you know, like a frying pan. I put some oil in a frying pan, cut my potatoes in slices, not fries, really just slices of potatoes, and throw them in there and just put some salt and waited for them to get fried. I ended up cutting them too thin and making some potato chips. I mean, it was good, but wasn't what I was trying to make.
悪く思うな
Okay, so from what I can remember, I said last time that there are some parts of the story that are made better in the game than in the anime because of mostly of the soundtrack. Stuff like that. But I think this is an instance of where it's the opposite. In the anime, this part is way more epic. But there's one scene in particular. It's when Eren plugs the wall in Trust District. In the I don't remember if it's done the same way in this game at all. But in the first game, when coupled with the soundtrack of that game, because it has a very specific soundtrack for the first game, um, it's made way more cool than in the anime.
これはわからんだがこんなもん見せた後で駐屯兵団と会話できる自信は俺にはない
See, here I'm thinking about like Abridge and Titan for that scene, because in Abridge and Titan, Eren is very focused on killing Titans, and whenever he sees something about Titans, he just loses it. So here is like in Abridge and Titan, he just looks up and he says, Titan! And then screams it, and then and then he tries to focus on the conversation, but he always end up saying Titans.
どこにどうやってとりあえずどこでもいいもう一度巨人になってからな
And they do something really weird where
たりなんかしなければ
Armin just tries to sing
ここからは単独で動こうと
to, like, instead of making a cool speech, he tries to sing to convince the garrison, and that's what makes Pixis help them, because he loves his voice and he wants to make a band or something. It's an entire thing in Abridge and Titan. It's an entire thing that there's like some sort of musical competition. Levi Squad is basically trying to win that competition and stuff like that. It's very something.
エレン私も行く
It's funny, but
私
yeah,
が遅れ
it's
ても
weird.
構う必要はないただし私が従う必要もない
Especially since they don't really sing that well.
待てよミカサ考えはもう一つある無茶を言うが
They do have a really cool voice for Levi. In that Abridged series, they got a really cool voice for Levi, like really deep voice.
アルミンがもし俺が脅威じゃないってことを主張して駐屯兵団を説得できると言うなら俺はお前を信じて従うエレンどうして僕にそんな決断を託すのお前ってヤバい時ほどどの行動が正解か当てられる
Yeah, so I remember that we are gonna have a mission to protect Eren, like,
いつそんなことが
to clear the way for Eren, and one to protect him when he's out, and one to protect him when he's carrying the boulder, and one to clear the place. Wait, no, I think it's in the same mission where you help him when he's carrying the boulder. You get one where you help the scouts clear the place.
アルミン考えがあるなら私もそれを信じる
I don't know. I'm trying to remember, you know. I guess it's too late to switch games, because I was thinking of maybe switching games at some point during the stream, but since it's a short stream,
必ず説得してみせる二人は極力
there's like
抵抗の意志がないこと
an hour and 20 minutes left. Again, the anime that scene is way cooler because he arrives like almost running and stops like by not really sliding, but like on the ground.
敵でないというなら証拠を出せ。
証拠は必要ありません。我々が彼をどう認識するかは問題ではないのです。大勢の者が彼と巨人が戦う姿を見たはずです。周囲の巨人が
Also, I know it's always a subject of
我々人類と同じ捕食
division among anime fans, but
自立だけは動きません。
but I specifically watch, like I almost entirely watch in sub because a lot of the times in dubs they just, I don't know, they don't grab the actual tone of the characters. I guess sometimes the voices are just plain weird. There are some people like I don't like cheating on people, especially for something they have no control over. But there are some voices in anime where you're like some people who have voiced a lot of characters in English specifically. We are like, what the fuck are they doing in voicing these characters? Because their voices feel weird. Like for example, if you've ever watched the English dub of Ghost Stories, which is an example of an English dub that is great because it's meant to be funny. All the voice actors are professional voice actors that have done a lot of things regarding anime, games, whatever. They've done a lot of voice acting. I'm gonna fix my neck after the scene. But yeah, like in the English dub of Ghost Stories, they've got a lot of great names, like great professionals for it. But the one who does the voice for Leo, I'm sorry to say it, it's a voice that in any other dub I cannot stand. Because it's, I don't know, the way it's just great, like it makes my throat hurt just hearing it, because it feels like he's really like he's got a really almost like an infected throat. I don't know, it's the kind of sound it gives me. It's the kind of sound my voice would make if I was sick. And I do know that it would hurt me a lot to talk in that case. So hearing his voice can be irritating. Like the voices in Clanad, I did watch a bit of Clanad in English sub, just a little, and he voices Sonohara, and it's annoying. I did watch the first time I watched Canon, the 2006 version. It was in English. I actually didn't dislike the English dub, aside from him who voiced one of the characters. But for the rest, like, I actually didn't dislike the dub at all. So I've liked both versions, dub and sub. I actually think, I wonder, I think the one who voices the main character is the same who voices Hajime in Ghost Stories. Might be. If I think about the voice, I don't remember. I did watch Haruhi Suzumiya in English dub the first time around, including the Chibi like spin-off, which is quite funny. And like it's what made me discover Wendy Lee and made me discover that I like her voice acting. because she voices Susan Harui. She voices Harui in it, and does a great job. And I've heard her in other things afterwards, like especially when I discovered the Neptunia series, where she voices Blanc, which I have. When I play the Neptunia series, it's in English dub because they got a lot of great people. Like, if I were to choose, especially for some of the games, if I were to choose between English or Japanese, I would choose English. Mostly for Mega Dimension, because the voice of Uzume and Kurome, I don't remember who voices her. Like, I don't remember. I mean, off the top of my head, I don't have her name in my mind. She does such a fantastic job that it's just, I don't know, it's just like incredible. Other than that, I mean, the first anime I've ever watched was Angel Beats, and I watched it in English dub because it was the only version available, and I didn't know yet about the difference between dub and sub. I didn't dislike it necessarily. Not really, actually. I ended up like downloading it in English dub specifically. It took me a while before switching to sub, and even now, like if I try to find someone who watched the series, I'd rather watch someone who watches the dub. Even though both are great, but I'm being so used to the dub. But any other thing I've watched afterwards has been in sub. Because I've realized that a lot of the times, yeah, it's better in sub. And I mean, like for Angel Beats, I made a mistake once. I made a mistake once of trying to buy a DVD set of Angel Beats here, and I was thinking that it probably had like dub, sub, I mean English dub, sub choices like that. It only had the French dub, which is, let's just say, absolutely horrible. I never regretted a purchase more in my life. The French dub is just like, it sounds like it was made by teenagers, some random teenagers, like in their attic or something. Not just the quality, but the voice acting and everything. It's just, I hate it. Can I? No. Ilungot rare metal. Come on. Yep, let's go. Alright. Before I go on another tangent, let's continue the game. Cross recapture operation, .sys, and Kit's Werman. You never actually learn his full name in the anime because he's literally like, he's just here for trust. And then like you see him during season 2 when at some point what's her name, Reiko takes out a Titan, but that's about it. He completely disappears afterwards. Which is interesting, you know what? I kind of wonder what he becomes after everything.
我々が極秘に研究してきた巨人化生態実験の成功者である。
Right, so yeah, we are gonna have to, from what I remember, we're gonna have to clear the place for him. I mean, I can absolutely understand not fully believing it when you're in their situation.
ここで死ねってのか。俺は降りるぞ。
I can understand being like, you're gonna be shitting me or something.
わしが命ずる。今この場から去る者の罪を免除する。巨人の恐怖に屈した者はここから去るがいい。そして
Because you're suddenly told, hey, we got this guy who can turn into a titan,
愛する者に味わわせたい者もここから去るがいい。
when you never even knew that people could turn into titans, that
それだけはダ
people
メだ。
turn into titans at all.
家族だけは。もしホールローゼが破られれば、もはや人類は生き延びられん。
私もまだ怖いです。でも逃げるわけにはいきませんね。
It keeps doing that thing for my headset
これより奥の壁で死んではならん。
where the sound is lower
ここで死ん
than it's supposed to be because it's too high. The volume is too high. I don't know. It's weird.
これよりトロソク奪還作戦を開始する。
All right.
僕たちは街中の巨人をエレンから遠ざける。壁際におびき寄せて討伐するんだ。
The objective here is to
逃がします。
take out some titans anyway, so
銃が高くてよ。エレンと約束したの。
I'm gonna do that.
ここで僕が死ぬわけにはいかない。
Oh yeah, and yes, they start firing on titans alongside the walls. But I need to be careful about that as well.
壁際におびき寄せれば、壁上固定砲で巨人を攻撃できる。攻撃による援護をうまく生かし、作戦を進めよ。巨人が出現して以来、人類が巨人に勝ったことは一度もない。巨人が進んだ分だけ、人類は後退を繰り返し、領土を奪われ続けてきた。しかし、この作戦が成功した時、人類は初めて巨人から領土を奪い返すことに成功する。
Okay, hang on.
この時が人類が初めて巨人に勝利する瞬間であろう。それは
Okay, the issue
こ
here,
れまで人類が
because of his long speech, it will take a while for the side quest to be accepted.
その一歩は我々人類にとっての大
Like
き
you
な
can't skip
進
it.
撃になる。
You can't skip dialogue. Okay, yeah, no. Well done that one. Alright.
すみません。これで任務に戻ります。サーダズ、急いで前線に向かいましょう。
And I love slaying titans. It's just so fun. Okay, yeah, that's an escort side mission. So basically it means that titans will appear along the way during the mission at some point, so I'm gonna have to take care of that. And sometimes you'll have to stay close to them for the titans to appear.
倒して差し上げます。
助けてくれ。頼む。早く。
物足りませんわ。
Yeah, yeah, sure. Stop crying, Daz.
高くてよ。
Like, I know it's your whole thing, but stop crying. Okay, now
ございます。
my headset is even like not working in one of my ears at some points,
逃がしませんわ。
depending on the volume. That's great. Don't you love technology that's not meant to last?
これである程度巨人の数を減らせたかな。あとは頼んだよ。
Yeah, since the main objective was linked to eliminating a number of titans, it progresses because I've eliminated a number of,
あの縁
but
談
not as much as I would have wanted.
死になさい。
Alright, Sasha,
お任せし
take
ます
care
よ
of it.
やります。
Oh, come on, Daz.
よろしくね。
See, Daz, you can still be useful. Not a lot, but you can still be useful. there are some instances where you can get not really a bug because it's linked to the physics like of the environment, but if you like anchor somewhere and your wire like passes around the tree or something, you can have some weird things happen. Like, let's imagine I anchor on a titan to cut it down, and then I just while I swing around them, I pass by a tree, and if I decide to attack at that point, my character will have to go around the tree again during the animation before attacking, which can look weird. Yeah, I definitely need more gas capacity, but for that I need some rare meat. Okay. Because I use my gas so much. Oh, this guy got taken out by the cannon. Gonna need to switch gas soon. And I'm gonna do that right before I take care of these guys. And good thing there's no like durability system for the ODM gear, because when I'm sliding across the ground like that, and it's something that happens in the anime as well, like specifically during that moment when Eren is going towards the boulder, at one point he is like literally slides across the ground and you see sparks. It doesn't damage the equipment apparently, or at least like it's not shown if he does that. Oh, come on. Yeah, I'm not fast enough. I don't know why she decides to have that creepy love. I mean, not creepy, but it's, you know, the smug. Like, I don't remember, there's a name for it. I don't remember. There's a name for that kind of love in anime. The Ojo love, I guess.
応急処置はできた。これでなんとか立体起動ができる。
それはいいけど、巨人に囲まれたよ。どうする？
Yeah, but I can take care of them.
アルミ、それに同期の新兵か。ここにいちゃまずい。壁まで逃げるぞ。
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be at least one side mission during that, and I kind of need to take care of the other titans as well. Oh, come on.
悪い。手を貸してくれ。
Also, I don't know why it just tilted like right now. It just got into my brain. I said that I said earlier that there was a network issue last night on my place. It was around the same time where I wanted to tweet about the today's stream being late because I had not tweeted it yet. I just said it during the last stream, and so I ended up not being able to say it. Okay, but I can have switch points. And gas soon. I use my gas so much. Alright, let me just resupply.
みんななんとか無事だ。よかった。
よし、俺は任務に戻る。お前ら死ぬんじゃねえぞ。
Alright, we leave the battlefield.
もうすぐ岩までの最短ルートだ。今見える限りでは巨人はいない。ここだ。行くぞ。
Yeah, specifically during that scene. In the anime, like, Eren just slides across the floor at some point. Like that. But it's longer in the anime. I don't think I'd want to use ODM gear IRL. Like, sure, it looks cool, but it also looks incredibly dangerous and just I would be way too scared to use it.
あの岩を持ち上げられるとは思えないけど、きっとエレンには私たちを導く強い力がある。エレン。
作戦失敗だ。分かってたよ。秘密兵器なんか存在しないって。失敗したのか。おい、待て。
Alright, so now we are going with Armin to check on Eren.
ミカサ、一体何が。
But first off,
逃がしませんわ。
まずい、誰か。
数が高くてよ。ひざまずきなさい。
I should use my showdown equipment more. My Thunder Spears.
ここからは君たちを援護するよ。
But technically, it's still the same mission. Like, I didn't have a mission end screen. It's still the same mission as previously, like before the cutscene. So so the time is still running. I still have the same amount of supply at right before. Okay, you know what? Oh, sorry. It triggered my my Steam overlay. Because my my shortcut for the Steam overlay is Alt and T pressed together. The showdown equipment is T, and I guess I pressed Alt at some point before that. I don't know for what, Sometimes it just counts, like, I don't have to press them at the same time, it just, as long as I've pressed one of them at least once, the other will trigger the thing.
しっかりしてあなた
And
はあの
it's
矢で
only for the Steam
穴を塞
overlay.
ぐんでしょ
まずいエレンの周りに巨人がくそ群がってくる連中を倒すぞ
Alright, my showdown equipment is still active, so I might as well just use it.
ミカサ作戦はどうなったエレンはどうなっているんだこの巨人にはエレンの意志が反映されてない作戦は失敗したこのままじゃ全滅する
Alright, I'm done with the Thunder Spears.
逃がしませんわ
I'm pretty sure it destroys every part of the Titan, so it counts. You know, it counts as getting the materials. I didn't check actually, like it must be shown on screen, but
映画のやつ私たちにも攻撃を
死になさい銃が高くてよ
because my brain didn't focus enough at. Oh, come on, really? What? Why can't that? Oh, I guess she wasn't around. I wanted to order Sasha to kill him and it didn't work. I mean, it wasn't available. I guess she wasn't around.
死になさいひざまずきなさい
Alright, people are dying over there and Eren is taking damage. Need to take care of these guys. Okay, there are 3 of them. 4. That's the issue.
逃がしませんわ
Okay, not gonna bother.
行きますわよすごいよその調子だエレンの周りの巨人は何とか一通り討伐できた
The game makes it feel way easier than in the anime to take down titans. Like in the anime, even against one titan, there need to be at least a few people. There need to be like at least a few people attacking it at once. In the game, you can just take them all down by yourself if you want.
僕がエレンをここから出すミカサたちはここを巨人から守ってくれ
Alright, these are
後方の巨人をやれ三度と俺で前の2体をや
the
れ
final targets.
イエーガーを無防備な状態のまま置いてはいけない
こいつのために今回数百人は死んでるまだ続けるなんて本気なの
なら教えてくれ人間性を保ったまま人を知らせずにどうやって巨人に勝つ
そんな方法私が知ってるわけない
なら俺たちは人間兵器とやらに命を投げ打ってけなげに尽くすしかない
I can just take the time to clear the area. It's fine. They won't do too much damage to Eren in this difficulty. Come on.
死になさい銃が高くてよエレンが襲われてる助けないと
Okay, yeah, no. I'm pretty sure she didn't say he's attacking us. I'm pretty sure she said they are attacking him.
アルミ無茶はやめてミカサ今自分にできることをやるんだミカサが行けば助かる命があるだろう倒して差し上げます
Alright. Let's take care of these big guys. Alright. Literally, Mikasa literally brought it to 1 HP. So yeah, later in the game she gets way more powerful attacks. Like her icon for attacks for when I give her orders becomes a red blade, which basically means that she uses a special attack. I'm gonna take the time to get some light. Alright. I'm gonna have to fix my neck again. I'm trying to fix it by moving my head. Doesn't work. That's another thing that is way cooler in the anime. I mean, it's way longer as well. But it's cooler, you know? Right. Oh yeah, I know why it counted me pressing Alt for the stuff is because I had to fix my neck before, so I Alt tabbed. I only have 2 screens, and my second screen is used to for OBS and the Twitch dashboard. Can't fit any more on it, so if I want to see anything like my chat and stuff, then no use Sasha in another mod, because I'm not using the docking feature on OBS because sometimes it just bugs and stops showing me the chat. Alright. Do you have anything new for me? No, I can go for myself. Okay, this guy has something new, but like dusters. I've never actually used it to fight because she's just a big joke. Anyway. Alright, so that should be the last like mission until I go back to base camp. And then I think I broke my neck. I don't know what's wrong with the tracking here, like for a while now, but it has stopped actually resetting me in a correct position. I should check if there's probably been an update on DC Face since I've downloaded my version. I literally didn't check. Because it's not one that comes with an update feature, like an auto update feature. You have to download the last version. I was thinking of doing it for this stream, and because of the network issues, I couldn't. Also, I guess I said that I only slept for 5 hours. Technically, like I fell asleep again around 9 a.m. and woke up at 11:15 a.m. Something like that. Alright. Come on, stop moving around, you fat. Alright. It wasn't said in a hateful manner, you know. He is quite fat. For a Titan. This dude had a nice snack. Alright, this time I'm going to focus on killing them instead of taking out their parts. Because there are way too many for me, like I don't have enough time to focus on parts. Oh, no. Yeah, you know, skip.
これ以上好き勝手されてたまるか。巨人め、こっちに来い。
ほら早く来いよこのノロマ。
This one almost looks like Dinah. I mean, it's not, of course, because she isn't there.
無駄死ににはさせないから。
Right, let me heal. Like, there's someone who needs help. Come on.
死ににはさせない。
Yeah, this time I'm just taking them out. Too many of them, not enough time. You know, just the normal training.
生まれた時から自由だ。それを拒む者がどれだけ強くても。
Yeah, no, in the first game, that scene specifically is like extremely cool with the soundtrack
どれだけ世界が残酷でも。
compared to the anime. Oh wait, no, I remember. The soundtrack, the sad soundtrack from earlier was actually the first game, I think, at that point. Here.
人類が今日初めて巨人に勝ったよ。
I think. Alright. But the mission isn't over yet. Because we still need to clear the place.
あれは
自由の翼。
おいガキども、これはどういう状況だ。手の空いてるやつは来い。
Right, so in the first game, like as soon as a gate is plugged, you actually get a switch to Levi, and you do like a couple missions with him, and then you get a mission where you're going towards Trost, and as you reach the gate, you see the boulder just drop in front of it, and you climb up the wall.
これは調査兵団。壁外調査から引き返してきたんだ。
この状況の説明を聞くのは後回しだ。先に壁内の巨人どもを片付けねえとな。おい、そこの訓練兵。てめえはまだ余力がありそうだな。手伝え。
Do you really have to? Come on. I just busted my ass up for it. Okay, so Levi has a special attack. I'm gonna show it up on another statement, like one of the side missions. Like, let me show it. Uh,
隊長俺に任せてください
so he actually just cuts off all the limbs and then you come and destroy it. It has a way longer cooldown than other orders. Like 2 minutes of cooldown instead of 30 seconds. Okay, but I'm far from being done.
本当だあの子気になるねあーもっと近くで観察したいな
Failing to arrive on time on a side mission does not make you lose the game, by the way. What happens is if you fail to arrive on time on a side mission, if it's from a character that is a main character, like a named character, the character will say like character has left the battlefield because they're wounded, and you just won't get any like anything for the mission.
隊長ここは私がやります
And sometimes some side missions are required to unlock other side missions. If you fail one, you can. Yes, so if you fail some specific side missions, you actually can't
私のために
unlock other side missions later on.
お願いします
まだ戦えるならさっさと行け
Right. Ah, come on. Again? What? Okay, wait. Something weird's happening here. What? What? I don't know what's happened here, but there was something weird. Oh shit. Should have aimed for the nade.
助けに行かないと
Yes, I've just used one on a small guy.
ここは俺に任せてください
I mean, I might as well, you know. I've got access to these things, I might as well just use them.
来たねえなどんな訓練をすれば兵長のように戦えるようになるんだ
Just that for some reason I almost never use them.
兵長ここは俺だけで十分です
Yeah, sure, that's why we need to help you. I can handle myself, he said.
随分張り切ってるじゃん兵長すみませんこっちはもう大丈夫です
I mentioned earlier me getting easily distracted or just like
変なよクソ巨人ども
getting on tangents. For some reason my medication, which is supposed to help me with that, is making it worse. At least for now. Hopefully it will get better with time, but alright. Time to take care of this guy. What I'm going to do in the future, I'm going to deactivate the Steam overlay because I actually don't need it. That way it won't trigger whenever I press T. Like what happens, like when it happens here earlier, is that for some reason it was spamming Z in the contact list search bar. It was spamming the letter Z. As if I was still pressing it when I was not.
話が聞けそうだな。おいガキ、このトロスト区で何があった？
Don't worry about it. So yeah, you end up helping the scouts clearing the place.
壁に開いた穴は大丈夫なんでしょうか？
心配ない。すでに駐屯兵団工兵部が封鎖作業を開始している。
駐屯兵団には多大な負担をかけてしまった。力になれず申し訳ない。
いえ、加勢いただき感謝いたします。
I mean, yeah, they literally just help clear the place, you know.
ご苦労だった。
ねぎらいの言葉なら、まずそこのガキにかけてやれ。
新兵か。
穴を塞いだエレン・イェーガーと同じ104期の訓練兵です。エルヴィンは見てなかっただろうけど、卒業したての訓練兵とは思えなかったよ。
そうか。よく恐怖に耐えて戦ってくれた。
いやー、本当によく働いてくれたよ。君はいい兵士になると思うな。
I had forgotten about that part for some reason. Angie takes a special interest in us and basically will make us part of her team. Like, we are actually going to help her with... Oh, nice! Enough rare metal to upgrade my 3 equipments. Because I need 1 for each. Oh, I got... Okay, I got even more. Okay, nice. But we'll be able to upgrade my stuff further. Mining base. Offers increased amount of materials at fixed intervals of time. And the rarity increases with the level. I don't remember the rainstorm thing, but you can now carry and use explosive shot magazine, so that's for the other type of equipment, the guns, like the anti-personnel stuff. I don't use it. But yeah, I completely forgot that NG basically makes us a part of her crew. Which unlocks a special part of the gameplay. Where I'll have to capture titans. I mean, I'll be able to capture titans. And there's actually a special, like, kind of equipment you can create. So it takes a lot of materials and, like, it's finished way later. I mean, it's unlocked way later, rather. But there's a special kind of equipment you can get, blades, where if you cut every limb of a titan, it automatically captures it for you. So capturing titans unlocks them for PvP. Like, you can use them when you're against other players. And it also brings XP for a certain thing where you unlock new items and skills as you progress. But yeah. I'm getting tired. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's because I had to go outside. When I have to go out, because of my medication, whenever I have to go outside, I end up extremely tired. But at the same time, I don't actually fall asleep easily, which is annoying.
本当にこいつを殺せるのか。
Yeah, that scene also, I still get flashes of a bridge statement for this one. Like I remember Zachary being like, "I've got a wife to cheat on. Let's get on with it," and like already cheating on Eren, and Levi just going completely ham on Eren as well, just beating him up even more. Like they made the scene longer when he hits him.
その調査の結果で判断いただきたい。結論は出た。エレン・イエガーは調査兵団に託す。皆、
Alright.
聞いていると思うが、先日の特別兵法会議の決定を受け、彼を正式に調査兵団に迎えることとなった。
エレン・イエーガーです。よろしくお願いします。
私はエレンが人類にとっての希望であると確信している。それを早急に証明することが我々の当面の目的である。なお、彼はリヴァイ兵士長の管理下に置くことになっているが、その他の体制はこれから決めることになる。以上だ。
あいつはなんで。
ああ、ほら、調査兵団は慢性的な人手不足だろ。君が来てさらに忙しくなりそうだから私が借りてきたんだ。
しかし分隊長、正式配属前の訓練兵を使うというのはまずいのでは。
Yeah, we haven't even actually completed our training, and we're already in it.
話を通してあるから心配はいらないよ。エレンも同期がいた方が気が楽だろうと思ってね。
ええ、そうですね。調査兵団は変わった人が多そうだよな。お前がいてくれて正直ホッとしてるよ。そういえばお前、ハンジさんに指名されたって聞いたぞ。訓練成績が高いやつは他にもいるのに、なんでだろうな。
She didn't pick us because of our grade. She picked us because she saw us. She saw what we're capable of. Probably because of my good looks. No, my temperament.
そうか。確かにそうかもな。とにか
I've
く
never actually picked
俺
the
はも
good
とも
looks
と
part
調査兵団に入るつもりだったし、ここでやれるだけのことをや
to
って
see
み
what
る
he
つもり
says.
だ。お前がいつまでここにいんのかわかんねえけど、しばらくの間、よろしく頼むな。
Alright. The Rico has been added to the scout journal. So the scout journal, when it says that they've been added to the scout journal, it means I can start going to talk to them and getting more friendship with them. Tipsy, skits. Yep. Before I talk to Hannes, I'm going to talk to Rico.
あんたはどう思う？
It's up to us, to you to keep their spirits alive.
無駄にはしない。やるぜ。
Alright. Oh yeah, I forgot it's... I mean, yeah, how the hell did she survive? Because we don't see much of her during the... Like, except for when they find Armin, we don't see much of her during the anime in the Battle of Trust. You've got Ymir to thanks for that. Alright. Get better friendship here.
ありがとうクリスタ、助かったよ。気にしないで。二人ともこれからはちゃんと気をつけてね。 女神様。
眩しい。
あれ、あなたはどうしたの？
I mean, sure, yeah. And what happened to these two?
さっきの訓練で怪我しちゃったみたいで。
しかしクリスタは俺たちのことをいつもよく見てるよな。すげえと思うよ。
私、あんまり戦闘は得意じゃないけど、こういうところならみんなの役に立てるかなって。
And I'm really noticing the days becoming shorter. It's 7:30 p.m. It's already like really dark out. When it used to be like up until 8 p.m., maybe 8:30 p.m. before it got that dark. It's good that we all help each other.
私もそう思う。みんなで助け合えたらそれが一番だよね。でも今の私には大したことなんてできないし、もっと専門的な処置が学べればいいんだけど。なら
I mean,
中東兵団の診
you
療所
always
に
need
行ってみるの
someone
ど
to
う？
be here for.
人手が足りなくて手伝いを募ってるって聞いたよ。
You always need a medic on the battlefield, you know?
中東兵団の診療所か。そういえば行ったことなかったな。その話、長官に詳しく聞いてみるよ。
I'll go with you.
本当？嬉しいな。あ、いけない。私はそろそろ戻らなきゃ。アルミンとジャンはもう無茶しちゃダメだからね。
I mean, even if I had not said I'll go with you, it would have been the solution anyway. Leaves with a goddess like. And we got the skill motivate. Nice. Hang on, let me check player. No, skill. Motivator slightly reduces cooldown time for body actions. Could be useful. I've got a +3 skill already equipped. Hang on. Stop. Oh, it's with the equipment set. Yep, it's because I've got an equipment set. And as I upgrade it, it will bring me a bigger boost. Alright, Annie.
おいおい、今ずいぶんと派手に投げられてたな。
悪い、まだ加減ができなくてよ。大丈夫か？
I've never seen that move before.
訓練じゃ習ってねえからな。ていうか、俺も習ったわけじゃないっていうか、もともとは兄の技なんだ。
Oh, yeah, he used Annie's move.
もしかしてお前もこの技に興味あんのか？なら。
I'm tempted to skip sometimes the dialogue here because I just want to go back to the gameplay. But I mean, I guess like there's 20 minutes left in the stream. I can take the time.
なあ、お前の格闘術、もう少し教えてほしいんだけど。
できるようになりたきゃ自分で見て学んだらどう？
I mean, I guess technically I'm skipping a bit of the dialogue. Will you show us?
いいよ。もう
Oof.
言っていい？
And I'm done. I'm dead. Game over.
大丈夫か？まったく兄のやつ、何考えてやがんだ。あいつは兵士として協調性が足りなすぎる。
ああ、確かに。兄って正直何考えてんのかわかんねえところがあるよな。
エレンもあなたも兄には注意した方がいい。
Alright. Chase down. Oh yeah, I think it's like you do more damage against titans that have less limbs, if I remember correctly. Slightly increases attack power against titans with less remaining body parts. Yes. For now, I'm activating as many as possible. I'm gonna have to choose at some point because I won't have enough skill points available. Alright, no scene with him yet. Which is fine by me because I didn't want any scene with him. I mean,
おい大丈夫かアルミン。
さっきの訓練は無理しないでアルミ。今
なあ、そんなんで大丈夫かよアルミン。お前にはやっぱ技巧の方が向いてると思うんだが。
おいおいアルミン、お前に脱落されたら私が困る。
I do see Jean's point, like he wasn't trying to be rude or anything. It is true that Armin's talent lies in making strategies.
でも必ず何とかする。お荷物なんてごめんだからね。
おいアルミン。
And that's something that he struggles with through most of the anime, at least until like wait no, even in season 4 actually. He always thinks that strength is the only way to be of use to others when he actually has a lot of. He's actually really helpful during the entire show. Because of his decisions making skills.
寝る前に走り込みをするようにしてみたんだけど、なかなか成果が出なくて。
Yeah, no, that's not gonna do any good. Like, as someone who ended up also doing too much, trying to just do something, yeah, no, it's not gonna do you any good. You're a smart guy.
そんなことないよ。ちょっとでもみんなとの差を埋めなきゃって思って。
Like, it's the same in any kind of similar situation. Some people are better suited for like giving orders, making strategies. Some others are better suited to acting out these strategies and using strength. I mean, physical strength instead of brain strength, I guess. Because, like, I know someone, for example, like physically weak. When I say like really quite physically weak, he joined the army. Like he went through training and stuff. And at the end of his training, he got directly given an official position of officer, like already ready to give orders and stuff. Even though he was physically weak, and that's because they saw the capacity in him to just be here for that position. You don't have to be great everywhere. You can be great in only like some other places, as long as you do your best, you know, to use your talent. You don't have to try and be better at everything.
ねえ、君に一つ頼みがあるんだけど、よかったら
And
僕の
as I
体
did,
力作りに付き合ってくれないかな。
I say it as someone who is similar to Armin in a lot of ways, especially the beating myself up part because I don't feel like I'm doing enough. I always end up realizing afterwards that actually I'm doing a lot. Like a lot more than some other people. But in the moment I end up thinking like I'm not doing enough. For example, like I always, for some reason in my brain, I'm always like, oh, I wasted my youth. I didn't do anything when I was in high school. But when I think about it in more details, I was in a lot of things in high school. I I was a volunteer for UNICEF in high school, and I ended up like helping for a lot of charities. Basically, in my 3 years of high school, I must have helped for about 40, 50 events, like fundraisers, um, just selling stuff. Around Christmas, we just had this little stand where we sold some merch for to raise some funds. And we had a few, like we had one at the school, we had one in another place, like in the middle of a snowstorm. I remember because my mom brought me there, and we had to go pick up another volunteer. He was in a short and Bermuda during a snowstorm, and he didn't see any issue with it. I was with a t-shirt, a sweatshirt, a coat, like 3 layers of clothes on me. He was there with only one, and like not even covering the, the bottom of his legs and his arms, and he was chill with it. It was weird, but yeah, I helped with these things. Every year we got around to do like a show where we got a bunch of artists from the school itself, whether it was students, teachers, even aides. Sometimes like the teacher aides that were there. We had one guy. I remember he was there from, where was he from? He was from England, I think. So he was here as a teacher aide or teacher's aide for the class that I was in. Actually, we had more advanced English classes compared to the others because we had more interest in English, I guess. It's something that was removed from schools after I left, which is too bad because it was really useful. And so, like, he was there for special kind of classes. One time I remember having to go with him because I had done so well in a test that I had nothing to do like in the class itself. So we just had a special class with other people who had done well. We weren't a lot, but yeah, he was there. Like he participated in the first show that we held. We held it every year, and every time I was there to help organize, to help with a lot of things. I was there during training for like repetitions for the different people, the different artists that we got. Especially like we had a rock band, and I was helping them a lot, setting things up because like one of them was a friend of mine. Two of them were in my class, and their singer, I had some issues with their singer because she was mean to me in the past, but she ended up like growing up, so I didn't really pay much attention to it. But yeah, and I did a lot of things like that, and even went to another city where a large amount of volunteers were sent to meet up. Like it was a national meetup. I was the only one from my administrative area. I was representing my entire administrative area uh, over a weekend, like conferences and stuff like that. A bunch of stuff that we had to do. It was really interesting. But for some reason, I always feel like I never did anything in high school, even though I did so much. And that's the same thing for Armin. Like, he doesn't see how much he's doing, like how useful he is.
本当嬉しいよ。 緒なら頑張れる気がするよ。
And that's something I still struggle with. I'll still end up thinking I'm not doing much, even though I'm doing actually a lot. But I always feel like I have to do more. It's really annoying to fight these bots. Alright, hang on. Skill leadership +5. So leadership essentially upgrades, like it's a stat that helps with the stats of your allies. Essentially, they will be more efficient. Okay, still have a lot of. I probably won't have the time. I'm just going to. Alright. Upgrade my stuff for now. So sharper, more durable. Okay, I'm gonna need some big red steel and high quality wood, which I can't get. More gas capacity and gas pressure. I absolutely need it, especially the capacity. And the anchor strength for that. Though I've never really had an issue with the anchor, so now I'm gonna check actually what I can build now. Ooh. Grows more powerful with each Titan body part it destroys. Oh yeah, it's the one I was talking about. You can capture a Titan by destroying all of its body parts. But I can't make it yet. Chrono Cutter, so it's an entire set designed around like, I've never actually used it, but it's designed around acting like about time itself, like slowing down Titans, spinning you up, things like that. It's weird. And the Fury Blade, no, I've never actually used it. I'm not sure exactly what it does. It seems to be longer. I think it leads to like some really powerful equipment. As if. Right, I'm just going to like. You know what? I'm going to speed this up, actually, because I just want to play this game for fun. Hello, you can just say fight.
さすがライナー。
ベルトルト、俺たちはいつか。
そんなねえ。
Alright.
お願いがあるんだけど。僕がもっと。
I'm going to speed this up because since I don't want to spend too much time reading these and speaking about them because I'm going to get lost in thoughts. Wait, no, it's the training area. That's where I want to go. Actually, like, when I stop the stream, I'll finish up with these conversations. That way, next time, I'll be ready to continue the story itself. I'm just gonna talk to Anes because I think he's going to like. Yep. We can now go to Trust District. That's what I want to do. To unlock. Basically, you can go to Trust and speak to people there.
Yo, 何見てんだ?
いけさ?
やっぱりそうだったか。俺は気になってるわけじゃねえぞ。ただ、そういうのなんかたく対人格闘術。おい、
真面目に
I love how my character just runs straight past her.
ごめんなさい。私のせいであなたを傷つけてしまった。
Don't worry, it's nothing.
でも違う。あの時エレンとじゃお詫びに何か私にできることがあったら言ってほしい。
I started bleeding because of this.
本当にごめんなさい。
Alright. I'm gonna have to unlock more skill points. I mean, I'm gonna have to get more skill points because Jesus Christ.
今の動きやりますね。私あなたの忍耐機能が気に入りました。
You're better than me, Sasha.
ありがとうございます。あなたの動きも
Oh yeah, I remember. Yep,
私と一緒に
the entire
恋をしませんか？
storyline with her, like
すぐにでも
side
尋問に答えら
storyline,
れますよ。
friendship storyline, I guess. It's about hunting. She's bringing us hunting. Sounds great.
やってみ決まりですね。これからはちょ
I do like it. Like, you learn a lot more about each character with these. And I said it before, but it's an official game, so it's actually based on the characters, like who they really are. So it's a way that they would actually act during these situations.
自主訓練です。そういえばあなた最近ジャンと仲がいいみたいですね。ジャンとい
What story?
それはもったいないです。少し前に同期のみんなと家族の話をして、ジャンは
Oh,
意
yeah,
外
yeah.
ですよ
Yeah,
ね。
his mom, yep.
傑作だったのは
サシャ、なんでお前がその話を。
別にいいじゃないですか。
あの芋女。おい、サシャに何を聞いたか知らない。
I'd love to know more about everyone's families.
おう、ならサキさん。
Yeah, I'm not going to, like,
とにかくあいつの言ったことなんて
make fun of
信じるんじゃ
him.
ねえぞ。
Nice. Super attack. In fact, I actually like while I have heard about the thing regarding Jean's mom, I haven't actually watched the OVA where she's involved. I just know it. I know about it.
あなたの意見は
Let's just be thankful and rent safe.
私はエレンを守る。
I mean, it was kind of necessary, yes, to beat him up like that. Oh, I still have more with arming. Alright. Still more with Jean.
お前はどう思う。
Won't go asking me.
何をする。
Yeah, usually I pick the second choice, but I will just remember it actually doesn't help. Alright, I'm finishing this up quickly and that's
俺
gonna
み
be
た
good.
いなチビに兵士は無理だって。
天才ね。よく言う。
それにコニー
うるせえ。
お前からも
I'm speed running.
言ってやれ。コニーにあんまり調子に乗られても困るだろ。
We could both try harder in class.
座学がダメなのは認めろってことか。よし、見てろよ。いつか必ず。
I mean, he did end up in the top
深め
10,
る
you
の
know.
は悪くないけれど、あなたはどう思う？
I think he'll show us all.
だよな。 俺を分かってくジャンもミカサも後で吠えず
Yeah, he did end up in a top 10. In like, there were like over 200 cadets, I think, who passed. I remember the numbers correctly. Okay, 3 more with Bunny.
今日
Ah,
の訓
and
練
it's
は
another
楽
scene.
勝だったな
I forgot you can
ねえ
get
ね
so
え
much
坊主
friendship.
頭で背が低いけどすごく強い兵士が
お
すごいじゃあ
ああ
人類最強の
Oh boy.
つい調子に乗って嘘ついちまった
It's important not to disillusion the young ones.
そりゃそうだけどよこうなったら仕方ねえあの子にバレる前に期待通りの実
Sure, if I can be enough anyway.
ありがとうよこんなこと言いお前が一緒に頑張ってくれるならや
Ooh, gas saver level 2. That's gonna be really useful. Right, a bit more Sasha.
お腹が減りました
Hopefully there'll be another chance. Alright. A bit more hunting with her. There are like 3 minutes left before I end the stream.
もうあとはどうやってうまく気配を感じ取るかですねこればかりは感覚的なものなので説明できるかどうか
Why don't you demonstrate?
そうしたいところなんですが私の村は先祖私自身気配の感じ方は子供の頃自然と覚えてしまったんです
Does it give you enough food to live on?
それが最近は獲物が取れなくなってきて
Oh yeah, she sleep.
さ
Her
あ
accent.
暗くなるいや狩りに夢中で時が経つのを忘れちゃいましたね
Is that what I speak?
何のことで
Alright.
急がないと
Blade Saver, nice. I'm definitely going to equip them afterwards. Alright, you know what? I'm just going for Trust. Just so that it plays the thing. I'm gonna check with the other characters on my own, and that way we'll be ready for the next time I stream the game. I don't think I'm going to stream it next time. I'll see. I'll decide. I try to decide what I'm stream next time. But so next stream should be in 2 days, unless like something, I don't know, something happens, or I don't know. Next stream should be in 2 days, or on same time as usual this time, so 3 p.m. CST. I don't know if it will be a long stream or not, because I don't have the schedule for the week. Doesn't matter. So anyway,